Atlanta police are blaming a local rapper's music video for the deaths of two 13-year-olds and a $50,000.
Lil Baby is facing up to 20 years in prison after a federal gun charge has been placed on him. So let me run you down the story.
Why file this right now? Let's just start there, the timing of it.
Jesse, great to be on as always. And I guess better late than never when it comes to the Department of Justice. But really, 1 month before trial is
following a tragic act of violence. Two teenagers lost their lives in a fatal shooting in July of 2024, an event that immediately sent ripples of concern through the community and law enforcement alike. As investigators began piecing together the grim events, the narrative quickly centered on an alleged escalation in hostilities between rival groups. One of these groups, known as 4PF, has long been publicly associated with the multi-platinum selling artist Lil Baby. The other, identified as OMF, was reportedly operating in the territory where a seemingly unrelated incident had occurred just months prior. This earlier incident in May of 2024 involved Lil Baby filming a music video in an area considered OMF territory, an act that, in the highly territorial world of street organizations, was perceived by some as a provocation. While Lil Baby was not injured during the music video filming, and there has been no official suggestion that he was present or involved in the July shooting itself, his association with 4PF meant his name inevitably surfaced as
cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been.
And I did talk to several people who live in this community who say they were relieved to hear that there were arrests made in this case, because they say this tragedy really hit this community hard. Many of them also said that they were not surprised that gang violence was involved.
Authorities delved into the potential motives behind the double homicide. 7 individuals were swiftly apprehended in connection with the July shooting and subsequently charged. These arrests were significant, marking a concrete step by law enforcement to address the violence. However, it was the details emerging from the arrest warrants for these 7 individuals that truly ignited a firestorm of speculation and concern within the rap community. And beyond reports indicated that the warrants referenced a connection between Lil Baby and the circumstances leading up to the fatal incident, while explicitly stating that these documents did not accuse the rapper of ordering the murders or being directly involved in the shooting. The mere mention of his name and his association with the alleged events was enough to fuel intense discussion. This mention, coupled with the backdrop of ongoing efforts by authorities in Atlanta and elsewhere to utilize RICO statutes against alleged street gangs, particularly those with ties to the music industry, immediately raised the specter of a potential RICO case involving Lil.
He should not have been.
Lil Baby and his music video are also named in arrest warrants for the shooting deaths of 13-year-old Lamont Freeman and Jacody Davis. Police call them innocent victims. The shooting happened last summer at the Oakland City West End apartments on Peoples Street. Police describe this as gang violence escalated by that Lil Baby music video shoot. Investigators say members of the Goodfellas gang orchestrated that attack.
Lil Baby and his associates within 4PF. The Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, or RICO, is a powerful federal statute designed to combat organized crime by targeting patterns of criminal activity committed by an ongoing criminal enterprise. In recent years, prosecutors in Georgia and other states have increasingly employed similar state-level RICO laws to go after alleged street gangs, arguing that these groups operate as criminal enterprises engaged in a pattern of racketeering activity. The highly publicized case involving rapper Young Thug and his YSL collective in Atlanta served as a stark and ongoing example of this legal strategy, drawing national attention to how prosecutors are attempting to link artistic expression, social media presence, and alleged gang affiliations to criminal charges. The situation involving the July 2024 shooting and Lil Baby's name appearing in connection with it immediately drew parallels to the YSL case, prompting legal analysts and individuals familiar with the intricate dynamics of.
And they're going to include you as a gang leader and say that you are the catalyst for a gang war that had nothing to do with you. This, these people cold, man.
All right. So the music video, is that something that you've seen?
It is.
Where'd you see it?
I believe it was on the YouTube account belonging to Mr. Smith.
All right, and permission to publish a brief clip of that video, Your Honor?
Granted.
All right.
We're gonna play a
now,
video.
Investigator Vivarito If you'll look at the, at the monitor in front of you. Is this the music video that you were referring to?
I'd have to see the title of it.
J Shot Who Want Problems music video?
Yes, that's the one I'm referring to.
All right. And there are certain shots of this video that are at the 1043 Spark.
The Atlanta rap scene and its ties to street organizations to speculate intensely. Was this the beginning of another major RICO investigation? Were authorities building a case against 4PF, potentially placing Lil Baby himself in legal jeopardy? The speculation wasn't confined to legal analysis. It exploded across social media platforms and into mainstream entertainment news outlets. Discussions online frequently touched upon alleged intercepted communications between individuals purportedly involved in the rival groups, with some unverified reports claiming these communications implicated Lil Baby in conversations about potential retaliatory actions following the May music video incident. However, the reliability and directness of such alleged evidence against the rapper were reportedly being questioned by legal observers, highlighting the challenges prosecutors face in directly linking high-profile figures who may have associations with individuals involved in criminal activity to specific crimes or a criminal enterprise itself without concrete proof of their direct participation or direction of
And this was done in favor of the gang, right? So then they got the 4PF Nate murder under gang files. Keontae Davis, who was set to be like the lead witness for the 4PF RICO, he got killed like 2 days ago.
Whoa.
So now they're saying, hold up now, bruh. All right. And now guess what? With the Goodfellas shit now that Baby and them is actually beefing with, where folks have died, for them to allude to there's bags on their head from
legal acts. Being caught in the middle of such intense scrutiny is a heavy burden, especially when you haven't been charged with any crime. Imagine navigating a world where every past association, every lyric, every social media post is being dissected and potentially used to build a narrative against you. The pressure must be immense. Man, it's wild, Lil Baby himself might say, his voice perhaps tinged with frustration during a quiet moment, reflecting on the media storm. Just trying to make music, provide for my family, show these young dudes there's a way out through hard work. And next thing you know, my name is everywhere because of something I had nothing to do with. 2 young lives lost. That's the real tragedy. You feel me? But then my name gets thrown in, tied to things I wasn't there for, wasn't involved in. It's like people forget I'm a person, not just a headline. He might shake his head slowly. You build something, build a brand, try to do right, and then you get hit with this. It's a lot to deal with, honestly. A whole
and Dirty Tay, and they killed another person like Jaquan Wilson, right?
Okay.
But then here's the thing though. Keontae Davis was forced to testify. Because again, this could have just been the 4PF Nate murder, but they actually turned it into a gang case and they forced Keontae Davis to testify that 4PF is a gang.
A lot. The legal proceedings against the 7 individuals arrested in July 2024 have been moving through the court system since a somber reminder of the real consequences of the violence. These cases are complex, involving detailed investigations, witness testimonies, and the painstaking process of justice. While these cases are the immediate focus of the courts, the shadow of a potential wider investigation, particularly under RICO statutes, continues to hang over the scene. Authorities have remained tight-lipped about the specifics of any potential broader investigation beyond the 7 arrests, which is standard practice in complex probes. This silence, however, only fuels further speculation and keeps everyone guessing about the scope and targets of their ongoing efforts. The intersection of hip-hop culture and alleged street organizations has become a significant focus for law enforcement in recent years, not just in Atlanta, but across the country. This focus raises complex questions about freedom of expression, the realities of growing up in environments where street organizations are prevalent.
Georgia Public Defender's Office says that they're preparing for a 4PF RICO that will ultimately see Lil Baby being indicted. The Public Defender's Office has spoken out and said that they expect a 4PF RICO. This is the one problem, though. This clip that has been going around, it's basically like them playing wiretaps, in which we can listen to it right here if you want.
Oh wait, but we should read like the public defender shit first though.
Okay.
Yes.
The head of Georgia.
And the potential for artistic narratives to be used as evidence in court. Artists like Lil Baby often draw inspiration from their life experiences and surroundings, reflecting the harsh realities faced by many in urban communities. When those realities intersect with criminal activity, the lines between art and alleged life can become blurred in the eyes of prosecutors. The intense scrutiny surrounding Lil Baby draws further parallels to the legal challenges faced by Young Thug's case, which has seen the use of his lyrics and music videos as alleged evidence of criminal activity in association with a criminal enterprise, has set a precedent that deeply concerns artists and civil liberties advocates. The possibility that Lil Baby, another immensely successful artist who rose from similar circumstances, could face a similar legal challenge is a worrying prospect for many in the industry. It highlights a broader effort by law enforcement to dismantle alleged criminal enterprises by targeting their leadership and key figures, sometimes looking at associations and influence that extend beyond direct.
What are your thoughts about this?
Personally, I think it's bullshit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I predict if they go through with this, that this is gonna end similar to the Thug situation. From what I've gathered out of the situation, they're alleging that Lil Baby shot a music video in a rival gang's neighborhood. Out of retaliation of that rival gang then decided to go do a
participation in specific violent acts. The swirling rumors and online commentary add another layer of difficulty to the situation. In the age of social media, speculation can quickly spiral into unverified claims and dramatic narratives, often without factual basis. The user's mention of FBI releases new footage of him killing people in court perfectly exemplifies the kind of wild, unfounded rumors that can circulate. It's important to understand that such a claim, especially depicting such a graphic and legally unprecedented event, is highly sensationalized and lacks credible substantiation in reports regarding the actual legal proceedings against the 7 individuals or any known investigation involving Lil Baby related to this shooting. The intensity of public interest and the dramatic nature of the allegations can lead to the rapid spread of misinformation and exaggerated claims online, creating a parallel court of public opinion that can be just as damaging as legal battles. It's crazy how fast things can get twisted. Lil Baby,
they shot and killed an affiliate of Goodfellas called Trevante Turner. And after they shot and killed Trevante Turner, Goodfellas spun back on 4PF, and when they shot up the neighborhood, they shot and killed the 2 13-year-olds. So they're directly blaming Lil Baby for this.
Authorities say a high-ranking member of the Goodfellas gang who was incarcerated orchestrated the attack using a smuggled cell phone. Following those instructions, the suspects opened fire at an apartment complex where the 3 young teens were gathered to celebrate Freeman's birthday. Police say they weren't the targets.
Here's where things start getting interesting for Lil Baby. So Goodfellas got caught. They rounded up all the dusty ninjas who took the lives of these 2 precious little boys.
These kids were innocent victims. So when we talk about the gang involvement, these 2 13-year-olds and this 11-year-old, they didn't have a gang involvement.
Those arrested were identified as Keontae Sanders, Richard Hollis, Reginald.
Might reflect further, perhaps thinking about the sheer volume of online chatter. You see people saying anything, making up stories, running with headlines that ain't true, like that stuff about footage or whatever. It's pure fiction, but it gets clicks, gets shares, and suddenly some people start believing it. It puts a different kind of pressure on you, not just the legal stuff, but the pressure of the narrative. Trying to live your life, stay focused when there's so much noise and so many false claims flying around. He might express frustration at feeling like he has to constantly defend himself against things he didn't do or didn't say. My music is my outlet. It's my story, but now they trying to use that against everybody too. It's like they don't want us to tell our truth. The legal system is a complex and often slow-moving process. The cases against the 7 arrested individuals will continue to unfold, involving court appearances, evidence presentation, and potentially trials. Any potential investigation into a broader RICO case involving 4PF and its associates would
that surprises everybody. So we need to get some clarity from you. Okay, so can you listen really carefully to what his question is and answer that question? And then if your answer is still the same, we need to ask some follow-up of you. I mean, okay, go ahead.
In the songs that we reviewed, Mr. Stillwell claimed to have beat a homicide, correct? Or
Correct.
beat a murder rap, beat a homicide.
Correct.
Okay.
these people, we know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about the tickets?
Unk, the unidentified male that was being referred to as Unk.
And he's speaking with Mr. Sanders?
Correct.
And what, in your experience, do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by what do you mean on somebody's head? What is that?
Like a bounty.
Okay. To have them arrested?
Harmed or killed.
And who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
They were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
And if they're about to play the call, but her conclusions and her interpretation is not the evidence.
Well, I think she was just identifying who was on the call, so I'm going to overrule. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, what's up, huh? Oh, what's going on? Man, them folks, like, come on, bro, you know what's finna go on. Like, how the hell you can, you know what I'm saying? They ain't even like that, man. Them folks got tickets on a lot of these folks, I'm telling you.
We just heard somebody say these folks got tickets on that are at the 1043 Spark Street location.
Yeah, one just flashed on the screen.
Okay, so we've already seen a portion of that then.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so you saw this video, and then you saw that the artist that's depicted in this video, John J. Smith, was also the person depicted in the disappearing message. And on what day was that message sent?
Sent on June 30th. I believe it was read on July 1st.
From what I've gathered, it's unclear why they sent J-Shot pictures and disappearing messages.
All right.
We're going to play a video.
Investigator Vivarito, if you'll look at the, there we go, at the monitor in front of you. Is this the music video that you were referring to?
I'd have to see the title of it.
This beat go crazy. J-Shot Who Want Problems music video?
Yes, that's the one I'm referring to.
All right. And there are certain shots of this video that